Boker Tov, good morning. It's the Red, White, and Blue Jew, aka Jake Donnelly, and today we need to talk about how Dave Smith is actually evil. And I'm going to get to that point with one question and one question only. So Dave Smith, what is a good war? Because you are a libertarian, but in order to get to liberty, for many places around the world, it involves overthrowing despotic regimes, like in Iran right now, where somehow you are on the side of Ayatollah Khomeini and the mullahs. You are saying that what's happening right now in the streets of Iran is a bad thing because the same people cheering on those who are striving and literally dying for liberty in Iran are the same people who were backing Israel. And at no point have you thought to yourself, maybe I'm on the wrong side of this issue when I am against Israel taking out genocidal terrorists and when I am against Iranian people trying to overthrow oppressive regimes. Maybe I'm on the wrong side. Maybe there is a war somewhere, one time in history, that is a good war. Of course, you have harshly insinuated that World War II wasn't a good war, and that one of your favorite historians goes, you know what? It actually wasn't Hitler who was the baddie in World War II. It was, Winston Churchill. What's a good war? You're the libertarian who doesn't understand liberty. And that makes you evil. And if you were actually Jewish, you would understand this concept. You would understand this philosophy. Because Jewish philosophy is not about what you think. It's about how you act. You know, those whole mitzvot, those commandments, those are all actions. Those are all what do you put out into the world. But you use your anti-war stance as a shield against your cowardice. As Coleman Hughes pointed out, you're a liar who at best dabbles in half-truths, as you showed to the world against John Spencer, the expert in urban warfare. You have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to military tactics. You told the guys on trigonometry, hey, Israel should do a police action. You're an ignoramus. You have no idea what you're talking about. You said that the 12-day war, and remember, there are no good wars because you're the anti-war guy. The 12-day war risked starting World War III. How did that go? How are you, the person who rails against the expert class but continues to get just about everything wrong? Are you ever going to apologize for being diametrically opposed to the truth when it comes to the 12-day war? But no, you are a coward. You use that anti-war rhetoric to say that there are no good wars. How do you get to liberty? Was the Revolutionary War a good war? We know that you don't like World War II, so please, Dave Smith, Mr. Libertarian, tell me, how do you get to liberty? How do you overthrow an oppressive regime without wars? Because historically speaking, that's how you get to liberty. So how do you have rights? How do you have freedoms if you're not willing to fight for it? And that's what you are. You're not just amoral. You are actually the opposite of good, the opposite of righteous, because you are a coward. There is never apparently an opportunity where you would put your life on the line for liberty. So what kind of libertarian are you? You're anti-war so much so that you're pro-oppressing people. You're pro-genocidal terrorist in Gaza. You're pro the Iranian regime who murders its Olympians, who murders women for dancing in the streets and showing their hair, and the Iranian regime who murders people who are protesting against that. So Dave Smith, can you name me one good war? Because right now what's happening in the streets of Iran, that is good. What is happening in Gaza, even though it looks awful, that is good. There are times when good is hard to stomach, but that's what makes it good. That it is not easy to achieve and that you have the morality to do the hard thing. But you, the libertarian who doesn't understand liberty, you do not have the morality, while at the same time you condemn and decry those who stand, fight, and give their lives up for liberty, for freedom, and for righteousness. And that makes you, Dave Smith, evil. This is the Red, White, and Blue Jew, aka Jake Donnelly, saying, until next time, folks, see ya, and stop listening to Dave Smith. Blech.